Most people walk past birds every single day without thinking twice. But the moment you started filling that feeder every single day, something happened. Not just to the birds, to the relationship between you and every single creature that visits your yard. Scientists have been quietly documenting what daily feeding actually does to birds. And what they found is something that most people who feed birds every day have absolutely no idea about. Because here is what most people assume. You put seeds out, birds eat. Simple transaction. Done. That is not even close to what is actually happening. What is really going on between you and those birds from the very first day is so much deeper than anyone ever told you. And I promise, by the end of this, you are going to look at that feeder completely differently. Because what you have been doing every morning is not what you think it is.
Here is the first thing nobody tells you. The very first time a bird eats from your feeder, its brain immediately starts building a file on you. Your face, your smell, the exact sound your back door makes, the specific time you come outside every morning. All of it getting stored. All of it getting memorized. You thought you were just putting seeds out. That bird has been taking detailed notes on you since day one. But here is what makes that profound. Eating makes birds genuinely, dangerously vulnerable. A bird that is eating cannot fly away at full speed, cannot watch every direction at once. In the wild, that vulnerability gets birds killed every single day. So when a bird chooses to eat in front of you, that is one of the biggest trust decisions that creature will ever make in its entire life. And your bird made that decision about you every single morning.
You are not just a food source to them. You are the person they decided was worth risking their life for. Now, here is where it gets even deeper. A black-capped chickadee in winter needs to eat roughly 35% of its body weight every single day just to survive the night. That is the equivalent of a 150-pound person eating 50 pounds of food daily. When natural food is scarce, your feeder is not a nice bonus for those birds. It is the difference between a bird that makes it to spring and a bird that does not. Cornell lab researchers found that birds with consistent feeders show measurable increases in body condition, stronger fat reserves, better muscle mass, compared to birds without one.
That cardinal sitting at your feeder right now in the cold is probably alive because of you. Not metaphorically, literally. And it goes further. Those birds at your feeder right now are teaching their babies about you. Parent birds actively show their young which humans are safe and which are dangerous. Baby birds that have never once seen your face already know you are trustworthy, built entirely from their parents' description before they ever visit your feeder for the first time. You have a reputation inside entire bird families right now, being passed down generation after generation, without you knowing, without you doing anything except showing up every morning. But here's what keeps researchers genuinely unsettled. Once a bird locks your routine into its brain, you do not just become familiar. You become load-bearing. Your schedule becomes their schedule. Their entire survival strategy gets built around the assumption that your feeder will be there tomorrow morning. Cornell Lab tracked feeder-dependent birds through severe winter weather and found that when feeders were suddenly left empty for more than 5 days, local bird populations experienced measurable drops in survival rates. The birds did not just leave and find food elsewhere. Some of them stayed. They waited. They burned through their fat reserves, waiting for food that did not come. They did not know the feeder was empty permanently. They just knew it was empty today. And here's the part that completely broke me when I found out. There are documented cases of birds returning to empty feeders every single day for weeks after their owner passed away. Same time, every morning.
same spot, waiting. They did not know their person was gone. They just knew their person had not come outside yet. Take a second with that. Those birds chose you, not the neighbor with the bigger yard, not the fancier feeder down the street. They chose your yard, your routine, you. Because somewhere between all those ordinary, unremarkable mornings, when you showed up without fail, without expecting anything back, those birds made a quiet decision. They decided you were safe enough to trust with the most vulnerable moments of their day, safe enough to tell their children about, safe enough to build their entire world around. So tomorrow morning, when you walk out, and those birds are already waiting, just know what that actually means. They are not there for the food. They are there for you. They were always there for you. Tell me in the comments how long you have been feeding your birds, because some of you have been quietly changing lives every single morning without even realizing it. Tag someone who feeds birds every day, because they really need to hear this today.